Woo-wee! All 10 prizes are finally here. This giveaway is getting crazy. So I have a few things to show you that I took care of. Today we are working on something that is going to be fairly simple, but while being... Why are you complicating it, Aki? We're putting an AC power steering delete kit on the motor. I did some extra shit to it behind the scenes, and I'm here to share that with you. As of right now, the giveaway isn't doing great. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm giving away 10 different items, 5 different prizes, which is motors, but hopefully it starts to pick up. This is my last motor giveaway. I'm done after this. Remember, this is my tail end. Pause. Remember, this is my tail end. Nah, that's a pause. Anyway, guess who? You know who I hung out with yesterday? Vicky. I mean, I love that kid. Hopefully one day we can figure it out and get the gig, get the gang, get the band back together. But man, what a funny son of a gun. What a funny son of a gun. All right, so this motor is coming out absolutely beautiful. I am missing a tremendous amount of hardware, but we'll be all set soon. I'll also tell you what extra stuff I ordered, but I'm glad you're back. If you'd like to join this giveaway, I'm saying it in the beginning, and I'm going to say it at the end because I kind of need to sell bags. I'm not doing too good. I'm ready to start working. Tripod's going to have to go up. I'm not lucky today to have Sebi with me, but I hope you guys enjoyed the last video with the side cover. Very informative video. It'll most likely be at the end of this video, and there's a ton of gems in there. I'm ready to kick ass. I hope you are. I love you guys, all my little gunners watching with their parents right now. I love you, nephews and nieces. Inshallah, God willing, I will get to meet a lot of you soon. So let's start gunning. All right now. All right, guys. All right, guys. All right. All right, so. All right, guys. Yep, all right, guys. All right, so. Okay, boys. You got something to say, 40? Yeah. Hi. Got it. So Volt Supplies, small company, started as a follower on Instagram and wants to build a small business. So he is selling gloves. This is 10th place. Size large, size extra large. I got 9th place. The Downstar arms, the same ones that I put onto the CRX. He sent EGDC Del Sol in red. We'll open those up. We'll open those up and take a look at them. Maybe not this vlog, but you get what I'm saying. Action clutch. They're giving away a full clutch kit. There's a flywheel in there and a full kit, stage 3 K series. They will allow you to switch them. So will Downstar. K-tuned here. You get the shifter box, the same one that I put into the CRX. You get the race cables with the transmission bracket and a shift knob. Jamie, in spirit, as usual. He is giving away a tune. It could be remote anywhere in the world, or you can physically go see him and everything will be taken care of. He can tune almost any car, ladies and gentlemen. You see the headers on? Looks good, right? You see the manifold? It's coming out nice, but I am missing a few things. We'll talk about that a little bit, more later. But this is basically how the rest of the motors will be shipped out. Let me move you over there, bud. Move you over there, bud. So coil cover by Skunk. You got your port blockers on. You got your 25th anniversary oil cap. Second place is going to come with the composite fuel rail. You got your port blocker in the back here. What a neat looking plate. What a neat looking plate. You guys should always have a set of these. Whether they're just throw arounds like me up there. Those that I use to paint. They're definitely good to have around. So most likely all of these will be mounted with the covers on coil and intake and exhaust. Get the oil caps on. I got everything laid out here. I'll take care of that behind the scenes. There's no need to bore you with that. Clean up the starters, install all the starters on the motor. These 4 are ready. First place, kind of trying to remember where I left off. I remember putting the water pump on. I just simply mounted the intake manifold on. Missing an intake manifold gasket, missing the badge and the plugs. Something happened. It's all taken care of. It's on the way. 1000cc South Bay injectors, brand new, all installed, all bolted in. That manifold is going to come back off for that. Waiting on the K-tuned water neck adapter. Valve covers on, going to have to come back. I forgot to silicone the 4 corners. Plus, I ordered some brand new spark plugs for it, and then that's going to take shape. Our header, it's just simply mounted on with 2 bolts. I am waiting for OEM bolts to come in for basically intake and exhaust. I went OEM from AcuraWarehouse.com. My header is on, and my alternator is here. Amazon, 120 bucks. I've used them in the past. They work great. It's the one that's like I think $111. This one works absolutely great. It's gonna look neat. I could not get an OEM one. I tried looking. My boy Gato, one of my subscribers, he shared a photo where he had a brand new OEM Denso alternator. I was like, oh my God, where'd you find that? This kit is going to go on today. It is very easy to install this. A lot of people complicate the AC Power Steering Delete Kit by K-Tuned. It's all on how you set up the shims. So I'm going to share that information with you today. It comes with multiple spacers, and I'll tell you exactly which is the right ones to use. So we'll get this kit all opened up, laid out on the table. We'll get our tools going. We'll set up the tripod, and we will work on this bad boy right here. I hope you guys are enjoying the playlist. Folks, this freaking kit saves me again, man. Try to get that part number. Get the same exact setup. This is your chaser thread kit, whatever you want to call it. It saved my ass again. So when I got this kit, I couldn't understand why this bolt was not threading into basically the adjuster for the AC Power Steering Delete Kit. There was a little bit of a burr on here that wasn't cleaned up. So all I did was put this on, struggled with it for a little bit in the beginning, and now it's good. So on camera right now, I am about to test if it works good on here. It would stop on this after like 1 thread. So let's see if it worked. Alright, see that? It got through it. Fixed it. It's going to be a little bit of a disaster. So I'm just going to keep running this back in and out, pause, until this finally cleans up, because this is going to adjust right here. Am I looking at the screen or the camera? I always mess up when it's like on the tripod, but now it's good to go. I think it's like a $20 kit. Always saves my ass. Just gonna assemble this in front of you guys. You have your basically your washer, lock washer, lock nut with lock washer. Put that through here. Send it through here. And then now this guy goes here for adjustment. And it locks. Yeah, it wasn't doing that before. Now it's threading in. Okay, so a little bit of cleaning up on the thread took care of it. But now we'll be able to adjust this nice and clean and the right way. Again, the shimming on this actual product, the spacers, is crucial. And I think they do a great job with the instruction manual, because they tell you exactly what washers to use. So let me get the rest of the stuff out on the table, and we'll get that installed. Thank you, K-Tuned. My friends, this is the way I like to set up my stuff. So I have all my hex keys aligned, basically just to distinguish which ones are which. The instruction manual is here. I have all my tools here that I need. I need an 8mm hex key, 6mm hex key. I've got my socket set here, a 12 wrench for the lock nuts. So basically, I mean, this is so simple. So you start basically at, what is it? Where's step 1? Did they even list step 1? You don't even need step 1. You start right here. I'm going to mount this one first onto the block, and then start my journey on DIY from there. So let me get this mounted onto the motor. I'll swap the camera around so you guys can see what I'm doing. But that's basically how you set it up. I'll show you in a second. First thing I want to do is work smart, work clean. So I'm not fighting any bolt. I know that I'm going to use these two 14s here. I'm just going to clean up the thread. Just a few drives in and out. Do the old blow, pause. Pretty much it. We're just going to clean up that thread from the primer, from the paint, so on and so forth. I'll get all that cleaned up. I'm probably just going to end up moving up to here, these two spots, which is the 12 mils here, and I don't know if I reach in there, but let me clean up all the threads of where I'm going to be working so I could just have a cleaner platform. What I'm going to do now is basically use this washer, the larger hex key, which is the 8 mil, and mount this bracket here. So very, very easy. See the way? So you can only put it on one way. If you try to put it on this way, it kind of doesn't make sense, because then this will be sitting on the other side and the holes don't line up. So it goes on one way. So easiest thing to do is put the washer back here, send the hex key through, thread nice and easy there. We'll grab our other hex key, stick the washer through, or the bolt through the washer. Some people say to thread lock this. You don't need to. Trust me. If you install the shims correctly, you're in good shape. So before we get even wild on here with tightening it, let's just make sure it's centered. It says here, the next thing to do is put these bolts through. You can't put those bolts through quite yet because you have to put the alternator in. The alternator is going to sit down here, where these two holes are going to line up like this. Then you're going to have your spacer that goes through the longer bolt here, and you're good to go. You have to locate your bolts first and your washers. So if you could see, this one's a little bit longer, and then you have your longer hex keys, which is this size, compared to, bear with me, this size. You'll notice that they are different. So you're going to use the longer one with basically the longer spacer. So let me not confuse those bolts. Let me put that one back. I got my two that line up, which are going to be the 75 millimeter with the spacer that's 19 millimeter. 19 millimeter. So these two spacers with this, you can mount the alternator. It's going to meet it with a lock nut 12 mil. Let's just get that mounted on real quick. Let's at least get one bolt. It gets really, really close to the oil pan, but trust me, you're safe with the spacers. So we'll go like this. I think the best thing to do is actually just send this through, meet the spacer on the other side. I'm sorry guys, I'm botching this. Sorry. Like I said, it's always tougher when you don't have a helping hand, but I think I'm doing a decent job. Let's meet that nut on this side, pause. Just get it to hold. That's fine. Next one. Where's my washer? It's here. Send this bolt through halfway. We'll meet the washer here, or the spacer I mean, right there. Okay, that's going to hold for a little bit. So longer hex keys with a longer spacer. And then we're just going to simply try to thread this 12 mil in by hand for now. We don't want to really tighten up anything quite yet. That's where I messed up. I forgot to tighten the hex key so I can get to this one, but I forgot this one here. And if I try to do it like with whatever, I mess up. So to solve that, I will just take off this one. Or you know what, this one's easier to get. It's not even threaded. Everyone makes mistakes, and I just made them. So nice and easy. Swing this way. Look. Nice and easy. Hold it right there, bud. Extension. 8 mil. Almost missed a crucial step, guys. Tight. Next one. Tight. I love making mistakes on camera because you get to see I'm not perfect. No one is but God. We got our setup again. Swing this back. We'll meet it this way. There's nothing that's damaged. Add that there. Oh my God. Now I scratched it. Now I absolutely scratched it. Okay. You're striking out today, Aki. You are striking out. Okay. Let's not mess this up. Did I ding anything? Not terrible. Not terrible. Let's thread that on. What I need is some music to calm me down, but I can't play none, see? I'm a nervous wreck. Nervous wreck because it's just me, the fan, and you. And that dreaded camera. Nice. Okay. So we don't have to worry about tightening that quite yet. Our next thing is to get this top bracket on, which is this guy. It's going to go in with some spacers, and we're good to go. Be right back. You got this hex key here, which is a 20 mil, basically M8. So I'll thread that in just to get the bracket somewhat stable. Beautiful. I'll worry about the other part in a second. Then you have a spacer, which is 13.5 millimeters. Now you're going to be able to distinguish those when you read the instructions on your own. So we're at this spacer right here, and obviously the longest bolt, which is 110 millimeters, is this hex. We put the spacer on the inside. Goes inside. Some people mess up and put it back here. That's when these brackets fall off. So let's get that to line up somewhat. It has like this, it kind of like locks into the factory piece here just for a second. We have to move this alternator over, get that in there, send this hex key through. Let's get some thread out, and that's it. We'll thread in by hand until it catches. It'll catch. Come on. Come on, buddy. Help us out here. What y'all eating right now? Comment below while I find this thread. What's for dinner? I've been drinking water, trying to lose some weight. Really? Okay. Let me take this and tighten up this M6. Well, M8, but a 6 hex key. Let me tighten this bad boy up. just a little bit. Now I just seen it kind of like center up. I'm almost there. I can feel the thread. There it is. Come on. You're there. Come on, bud. Wow. Maybe I should have put that one first? Maybe I should have put this one first. It would have worked out a little easier. I literally cannot find this thread. Because I want to just tighten everything one shot. Wow. Okay. Let's do this together. Loosen up this guy. Excuse it. Excuses! Whoever hears me from outside that garage door gotta be like, yo, this dude has lost his mind in that place. He's probably on meth. Wow. I'm being lazy. Should be getting up. I see it. Most botched install ever. Documented. Guy can't find the hole. He's got 2 kids. He's got 2 kids. There it is, folks. He's got 2 kids. Can't find the hole. Okay, let's just help that. Is that a 13? Oh, I'm in. He's got 2 kids. Can't find the hole. What a jerk off. I hope no one's spying on me, because maybe some crazy shit I'll be saying in here. You know, cancel. They'll cancel me. They hear what I say in here. Hello! Okay. Now let me just snug this bolt up here just a tad. You guys did say you like the long clips. Pause. You said it, not me. Like the long clips, bro. You got it. Alright, let's get that tightened up. Now I don't want to go too crazy because I don't want to scratch the bracket. So I may end up taping this socket or using a wrench. Okay, pretty much in the area of where I want to be. I am going to get a 12 mil opened end, tighten up these 2 12s with the hex keys, and I'm pretty much finished right here. I completely botched this clip. I hope I redeemed myself. So this is tight. Maybe use this as a reference for what spacer you need. Hold on, let me help you out. There. So these 2 are tight. You just hold the nut on the other end, pause, 12 millimeter, and then you got a 6 millimeter hex key here. We know that we tightened this. We did it on camera. This is slightly loose. This is slightly loose. I'm not worried about that quite yet. So now we have a good alignment. Now they give you a separate basically pulley. I never change it because it's already 6 ripple. We're good. This is our belt number, just in case you need a reference point for belt number. Come on. Hold on. Man, you suck today, Aki. There goes your reference point. So it's 7 ripple. Sorry, 7 ripple. But we're going to match up perfectly fine. We're up to this part, folks. It's time to put on the little bling. So we have a shorter, which is, you know, honestly completely different from any other hex key they give you in the kit. See that? That's going to go on the bottom here. And what we're going to do first is make sure it's a 6. I think it's smaller. Yes, it's going to be a 5 mil. Let's open up the old box. Let's get our 5 mil in there. Now, we're not doing anything as far as crazy tightening. We're just going to get this in the right area. This thread is chased. So take our hex key. Let's make sure it's good. Alright, let's just leave it like that for now. Our next thing is, what do we have here? A 55 millimeter, which is this bolt, and that is going to go here with a spacer in between, or no? Oh, okay, so you can use a spacer or you can't, depending on which water pump maybe. But in this particular case, do I need a spacer? I think it does. So let me tighten this bottom one up and see what happens real quick. So maybe for this particular water pump, yes, perfect. Now it's going to make complete sense. Hold on, guys, very important information. Now it's going to make complete sense. So they give you two different hex keys. They're basically saying, depending on the water pump that you get, this one would work, which is that one. It doesn't. So it's telling you to use the 65 millimeter with the 10 millimeter spacer. Now look. Fits absolutely. Don't lose it. Oh, thank God. Alright. This fits perfect here. Let me swap that out real quick. Spacer held in here. Done. Thread by hand. Got it. So it's basically telling you we need to keep this as straight as possible with the provided hardware. So now I'll tighten up at the top here, because if this is misaligned, ladies and gentlemen, then your belt's always going to pop off. Let's tighten that all the way. Let's tighten down here, which is a different size. Hopefully I'm still on camera. No, you can't see it. Can't see it, it's down here. Done. We're not tightening this quite yet because we want to get the belt on and we want to be as loose as possible. So what I'm going to do right now, listen, like I said, I make a lot of mistakes. Maybe I missed something down here. I'm just going to check every single bolt before I put that belt on. Everything is absolutely tight. Quadruple checked everything. We're going to get this belt on, guys. Very easy, okay? You take your time. Let's hang it down here first. Let's go down here. Let's move it. Remember, on this flat side where there's no ripples, it always goes on something smooth like the water pump. So it will come around this way. Let's just take a look from there. Let's see if I could help you with. I know how hard it is to put a belt on. So some of the videos that you see online, you're like, man, can you just slow down a little bit? Okay, let's slow down. Let's start down here. Getting the belt on, we have ripples in the belt to teeth in the gears, or pulleys, whatever you want to call them. We're going to swing this around here. We're going to push this here so it could just make it easier. Okay, we're on. Now this pulley is too high up, so we just simply loosen it from the top. Okay, it's a little too loose. And then we'll pull up from here and then catch the thread. Wow, am I short? What did I do wrong? I got it. Just need a little bit more help. Okay, it already has tension. This is going to be a very easy install as far as... So when tensioning the belt, you don't want this. You kind of want to just get stopped when you touch it. Also, pause. You'll just hear your alternator make a sound. Then you obviously know that you need to tighten up the belt. But it looks good so far. Let's get this off the tripod. Maybe give you a better angle here. Bear with me. I'm just helping. Okay. See that belt? Around the pulley. First, ripples, always touching pulleys. Smooth surface, see? No ripple on to the smooth part of the water pump. Catches ripples on both sides of the pulley. We're going to push this up, tighten it up, tighten here, tighten this bolt, and this pulley kit is installed. Oh, hold on. Let me soak this in real quick because I was really almost like damn near dreaming about this. Wow. That black and silver hits, man. That black and silver hits. Everything is tight. I even tried to get this to line up straight. I know, OCD. So alternator is here. Our plugs accessible. These two are tight. That's definitely tight. Looks great. Let me give it some adjustment. So this is basically going to get done by hand. Now what some other people do is they knock this down and try to tighten it through here. I have good tension, but I can get definitely a little bit more out of it. And you want to keep this side loose while this transition is happening. Not super loose to where it's cocked. Look, pause. It's going to kind of like buckle back a little bit. So give it some integrity. Tighten it up a little bit. I believe that's a 17 mil. And then you just make your adjustments through here. And you get this belt as tight as you can. Wow, that looks great. That's tight, folks. That's tight. Look at that belt. Money. Absolutely money. Nice little wipe down. Thank you so much, K-Tuned. All these years, Sean. All these years, brother. Thank you so much for always helping me out, man. Let's get this done. I think I did a great job. I think I did a decent job explaining this, guys. After every belt install, very crucial. Let's just turn it over. Make sure we have absolutely no skipping, no jumping. The belt's not rubbing anywhere where it doesn't need to. Pause. And boy, man, this motor has a lot of compression. I could feel it. This is going to be a killer. Hell yeah. Full 360. Belts traveled everywhere. We've got no skipping. Let's check tension again. Perfect. Perfect. Voila. That wraps it up, guys. Again, information. Great information, I hope. And it's detailed to one actual product that is going to live on for infamy on YouTube. Because imagine how many AC power steering delete kits are going to be installed, and imagine finding the perfect video to help you gain the confidence to do it on your own. So I'm going to close this one out. The giveaway is still live. I hate to keep throwing it in your face, but I need to do what I have to do. 60 bucks gets you in, ladies and gentlemen. We have 10 different prizes. Your chance, 5 people are going to win motors, period. The other 5 are going to win awesome other prizes. So 10 prizes. The giveaway is live. The link is in my description. You can't win if you're not in. Good luck, everybody. I love you. Keep gunning.